In this video, the Bitcoin price is now testing this massive resistance, and we want to know if are we going to break this or are we going to get rejected by this massive resistance. And on top of that, we are also going to give you a quick update with Ethereum, Axie Infinity, as well as the Cardano price action. Stay tuned to know more. So hi guys, and welcome back to another Gabb's cryptocurrency video where we trade by data and not by hype. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, click the subscribe button down below and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out daily technical analysis like this. So let's dive into this video, and before we start this video, meron din tayo actually t-shirt giveaway. So pipiliin na natin yung winner this Friday. So if hindi pa kayo nakasali, you can actually find this in the description down below. All you have to do is to follow my socials kasi doon ko kayo ikakontak guys. Remember, it's important na i-follow nyo ako kasi kung hindi nyo ako finollow, of course, pag kinontak ko kayo, baka hindi nyo malaman na kayo pala nanalo. And of course, pag di kayo nag-reply, pipili tayo na ibang winner during that period. So you can actually find this in the description down below. So now, let's dive into the Bitcoin price action. Let's give you a quick recap of our previous analysis. So diba, ating previous analysis is we were monitoring this either possible na head and shoulders pattern, inverse. Because if that is an inverse head and shoulders, then we can possibly see a breakout dito. On top of that, I've also mentioned to you guys na you need to follow the RSI kasi the RSI could actually indicate the next move na pwede natin tingnan dito. And right now, look at this. RSI is now declining within the very short term. So right now, we want to understand if are we going to break this resistance or are we going to get rejected. So as you can see right now, if we're going to look at the very short term, you can see na the Bitcoin price is increasing, but the RSI is declining. So that is an indicator of a bearish trend reversal signal. So right now, this is indicating that we might see a bearish trend reversal or a bearish pullback dito for the early time frame kasi look at that, meron tayong bearish divergence. So in that case, ano ba yung magiging target natin? So what you could actually look at dito sa ating mga moving average is actually 20, 50, and 100 MA. Kasi of course, ang more likely magiging target nito would more likely be around this support area that is playing around the 43.5K. And as you can see, 43.5K is also a 50 moving average support target. So if we are going to get rejected dito sa Bitcoin price because of this bearish divergence, then one of our ideal target dito is more likely going to be the 50 moving average within the early time frame. Now on top of that, you could actually see that we are forming a head and shoulders pattern dito kasi in this case, if this is a head and shoulders pattern, pwede mo kunin yung height nito and then lagyan natin sa possible point of breakout. In this case, this could take us around the 43.2K area, 43.3K area, roughly around those area if we are going to break bearish dito sa ating head and shoulders pattern. But yeah, right now, I think we are more likely going to get rejected by this massive resistance dito within the 4-hour time frame. So right now, it's actually leaning bearish ngayon. So this is actually telling us that we might see a pullback ngayon dito with the Bitcoin price. But when it comes to understanding how low are we going to get dito, I think ang lowest possible point natin sa nakikita ngayon would be around the 41.4K. Kasi dun tayo may support. And yeah, I don't think nang bababa tayo anywhere lower than 41.4K for the time being kasi right now dun nag-play out si Bitcoin price. So kung ako tatanungin nyo, we are going to see a pullback because of the bearish divergence in the early. And then aking magiging target dito would more likely be around the 43.4K kasi yun yung ating pinakang 50 MA support dyan within the early time frame. Now, if you're going to look at this in the 4-hour time frame, you can see na hindi tayo bearish within the 4-hour time frame. Sa early time frame, if you are just trading for the very short term, it's a selling opportunity. Pero if you're going to look at the 4-hour time frame, it's not actually a good selling opportunity. So right now, it's indicating that if you're going to follow the 4-hour or the daily time frame, you have to wait this one out if you're just following the 4-hour or daily time frame. Pero when it comes to the early time frame, kasi dun tayo may bearish indicator, then it's actually indicating and telling us na it's a selling opportunity. So yung ating monitor dito with the Bitcoin price action, and we can actually short this. And guys, if you want to short Bitcoin, one of the best places to short Bitcoin is actually in Bybit kasi dito mas mura natin Bitcoin trading fees. And if you want to claim bonus with Bybit, just use my sign-up code na you can find in the description down below. So that is what is happening right now for the Bitcoin price action. Now, let's give you a quick update with the Ethereum price action. So, similar with the Bitcoin price action, diba, meron tayong bearish divergence doon. Kay Ethereum, you can see that the price is increasing. The RSI is also declining, and that is indicating that we might also see a bearish trend reversal signal with the Ethereum price action. So right now, similar with Bitcoin, I think we are starting to see a bearish trend reversal indicator dito sa Ethereum price action. So in this case, ano ba yung magiging target natin dito? So if you're just going to follow this, then you could actually see that this was a possible head and shoulders pattern Kasi if this is a head and shoulders, then we are just going to get the height nito. Then lagyan natin siya sa possible point of breakout for this bearish movement. Then we can actually see Ethereum go down up until the $3,060 if you're going to break bearish dito sa movement niyan. And $3,060 is actually a support dito kay Ethereum, which is around the yellow line. So right now, that is what we are going to monitor with the Ethereum price action kasi right now, signs are leading to a bearish trend reversal for the short term dito with Ethereum price action. Now take note that is for the early time frame. Looking at this in the 4-hour time frame, this could possibly be a pullback land to the 20 moving average within the 4-hour time frame. In this case, if mag-pullback tayo kay Ethereum because of the bearish divergence in the hourly, possible na mag-bounce tayo dito sa 4-hour time frame if you're going to follow the 4-hour. So, di ba sabi ko sa inyo, bearish divergence in the hourly, if nag-pullback, possible na mag-bounce siya dyan, and then in that case, we are going to open dito a long position if you want to enter into that movement. But right now, ito yung monitor muna natin for the Ethereum price action, and let's take things one step at a time before entering into a new trade. So right now, we are going to monitor this bearish trend reversal indicator. And now, as per Axie Infinity, ano ba nangyari ngayon kay Axie Infinity? So let's give you a quick update. So if you're going to look at the daily time frame, you can actually see na we are getting a lot of resistance dito kay Axie Infinity within the 63 up until the $68 area, within this area. And to understand kung bakit ba tayo nagkakaroon ng malakas na rejection dyan, I think ang magandang tingnan dito is actually the Fibonacci retracement. So if you're going to plot a Fibonacci retracement from the previous high to the lowest low, previous high to the lowest low, you can actually see na meron tayong resistance dyan, and that is actually the Fibonacci golden pocket area. So this is actually going to be a strong resistance area within the Axie Infinity price action. So if we want to break bullish dito kay Axie Infinity, we have to break the 63 up until the $78 area. Kasi kung hindi, we might actually get rejected within this area. So in this case, not everything is confirmed yet, not unless we break this resistance area. So right now, if you're going to look at this in the early time frame, let's try to look at this in the hourly. And let's try to look at the RSI. So if you're going to look at the RSI, wala tayong signs of a bearish trend reversal. Walang indicator dito nagsasabi na babagsak tayo kay Axie Infinity other than the RSI saying na it's overbought. So right now, I don't think na magkakaroon tayo ng malaking dump dito kay Axie Infinity. I think ang possible na mangyari nga dito kay Axie Infinity is more likely na mag-consolidate siya eh. Kasi look at this. Wala tayong bearish indicator forming in the early time frame. So in this case, I'm expecting more consolidation within this area above the 20 moving average. And yeah, I think we're going to expect consolidation within the $64 area dito kay Axie Infinity rather than a dump kasi yun nga, wala tayong bearish trend reversal signals dito sa early time frame with Axie Infinity price action. So right now for Axie Infinity, ano ba yung nag-cause ng pump nito? So if you're going to look at the previous price action ni Axie Infinity, we came off from a declining price while the RSI was increasing. So dun nag-cause ng pump ni Axie Infinity. Kasi nakikita ko may mga iba nagtatanong, bakit ba nag-pump bigla sa Axie Infinity? Well, obviously, you can actually see na the RSI indicated na meron tayong bullish indicator within the early time frame. So right now, ang inaabangan natin dito kay Axie Infinity is, are we going to form yung opposite nito, which is a bearish divergence? And a bearish divergence should be a declining RSI while the price is increasing. Kasi in that case, if nangyari yung ganung movement, then we might see a trend reversal indicator dito kay Axie Infinity. Pero right now, wala tayong ganung signal, so it's more likely going to indicate na hindi pa tapos yung pump or we are more likely going to consolidate with the Axie Infinity price action. And last but not the least, let's give you a quick update with the Cardano price action kasi if you're going to look at the daily time frame, still nag-form pa din yung ating massive bullish divergence. And I think wala pa tayong massive breakout dito kay Cardano kasi if you're going to look at this, nagkakaroon tayo na massive resistance at the 50-day moving average. So ayan o, you're getting a lot of resistance dyan sa 50-day which is the yellow line. So previously dun tayo na-reject ni Cardano. And right now, as you can see, we are still forming this bullish divergence for the Cardano price action. So, at this point in time, I'm still waiting out for the possible big move or massive move ni Cardano. Kasi look at this. Hanggang ngayon, pataas pa din ang pataas yung RSI niya. So, at some point in time, we are going to see a massive movement dito kay Cardano. The only question na we should be asking is when are we going to see that pump talaga? Kasi right now, the Cardano price action is hinting a massive move. It's just that hindi pa natin nakikita yung kanyang massive move mangyari. So, right now, we are still going to wait this one out for the Cardano price action kasi right now, we are seeing a lot of bullish indicators dito kay Cardano, especially within the daily time frame. It's just that hindi pa natin nakikita yung talagang pinakang malaking move na inaabangan natin dito. So right now, if you are entering for Cardano, I think this is a good long-term opportunity in Cardano. If you want to see, if let's say you want to buy kay Cardano and hodl for the long term, then I think this period is one of the best time to invest with the Cardano price action because of this massive bullish divergence. Now, when it comes to the short term, siguro let's give you a quick analysis sa short term. So, looking at the short term price action, I think wala masyadong clear indicator din dito other than this falling channel. So, you can see that we are starting to form somewhat of this falling channel. Or siguro, pwede mo sabihin na this is a descending triangle. Kasi in this case, if this is a descending triangle, then this could be a swing tradable opportunity. If let's say we see a breakout either to the upside or to the downside, then we are just going to get the height of this triangle. Lagyan natin siya sa possible point of breakout. Then yun yung magiging target natin for the Cardano price action. So if this breaks bullish, then our target is the 1.13 US dollars or yeah, 1.129 US dollars. But if this breaks bearish, then our target is more likely going to be around the 106,453 US dollars. So that is what we are going to monitor with the Cardano price action for the time being sa short term. But kung tatanungin nyo, mas maganda sundan si Cardano for the long term because of this massive bullish divergence forming within the daily time frame. So in muna update natin for the time being. If you find this video useful and informative, please give this video a like. And if you want to see more contents like this, please subscribe for more. I'll see you in the next video and bye-bye for now.